in the 80s, if you had blue hair, you were a punk rocker type. But Billy. These tracks here. This is some old cobblestone too. That's old stuff. This is a not youth hostel. It's a hostel. Used to call them youth hostel. So like I said, this is Eric coming to you live from a back alley in Belgrade. There's not lots going on, and that's how he likes it. This is what I wish to report to you. Hopefully this isn't a dead-end street. Wow, that's interesting. It's like reed fence. They put reed fence and then they plaster the reed fence. You know, that's actually smart. Yeah, this is definitely an industrial neighborhood here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can get up down there. So we're not going to try. I'm going to go back this way. So again, if you guys are watching my videos, please like and subscribe. Right now, I need the subscribes. If I'm this morning I was like around, I don't know, 320 or something, and I need 1,000 to be monetized, and then YouTube will send me 20 cents or something for making a video, which honestly I really need if I'm gonna try to survive here, because at 57, joining a foreign country's workforce is, and especially in today's times where, like I say, all my skills have vanished. This is probably it. I have to really concentrate on this. And of course, I will do a better job, I promise. I won't just wander around the streets with this camera. I'll use my better camera with my gimbal. I'm posting raw video mainly because I'm in protest about work. But if I make too polished of a video, it becomes too much like my old job, working in the studio. And I think it's more authentic to show you just every last little thing. Some nice buildings here, and then right across the street, this old building. you know. I hope it doesn't come down. I hope that they keep these things. There's our cultural heritage, right? You know what's funny too? This look, see that those like Romanesque looking pillars that they have on the balcony? In Glendale, where I grew up, the style of architecture is very much Mexican, Spanish, Mediterranean looking. And Armenians have moved to Glendale. They love it. They took it over early since the 1980s. They love Glendale. I think it's probably similar to their weather and stuff, but anyways, they do that. They put that style balcony, and it didn't fit. It looks cool here. It doesn't fit the architecture at all, or it didn't. You know, maybe now it does, because maybe now that there's so much of that it blends in. But when I was a younger guy, it stuck out like a sore thumb. So there's the bicycle service place right across the street here. Planet Bike. They have a showroom on the corner, and then they have this. That's where they do their service. So for Americans that are interested in leaving America and coming to Serbia, you know, your money will go a lot further than what you're used to. Of course, after 2 years, you know, I've become used to what things cost. And like for me to tip $5 in America, depending on where you go, that could be an insult, right? Here, it's a lot. People still look at you like, ah, that's a big tip. There's the bike shop. Of course, you know, unless you're what they call a digital nomad, unless you're adapted to making money, doesn't matter where you are, it's not an easy place to crack. It's not even an easy place to become a resident. For some people it is. Like I say, I never, ever seem to have the easy path. And when things are easy for me, I think, wow, you know, the universe is supporting me for a second. I'm sure some people come here and boom, it's not a problem, but it's been a bit of a challenge for me, and I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's just, I guess anything that's worthwhile in this world isn't the easiest thing in the world to do. Otherwise, everybody would do it. You take the value out of that thing. Now, granted, I have a European background. My parents were from Austria and Germany. I grew up speaking German. But I'm an American. I grew up in Los Angeles. I mean, that's what I know. I was a skateboarder. I rode my BMX bike. I was a skier. I surfed and boogie boarded. I went to the beach. I lived that Baywatch kind of club going lifestyle. Never went to a Diddy party though. I wouldn't have been invited. I definitely was not part of that crowd, which was the in crowd in Hollywood. I was part of the blue collar crowd in Hollywood, but not the talent, you know. There's a big difference. When you hear about all these, you know, crazy people in Hollywood and stuff that's happening, they're often creatives. Not always, but they're not the technical people. The technical people, they're the smartest people around. And all the people I worked with, you know, helped me stretch myself. Helped me grow to be smarter. So that is one thing about staying by myself so much. I'm not forced to grow. I'm forced to stretch my mind on that level. But what I do is I'm highly introspective, and you know, maybe it's just my time to grow spiritually right now. You know, I'll comment on this. So this is something you don't see in America. The way they pick up cars here, the tow truck here picks the car up and puts it on the flatbed. They don't drag it. But you know, it's a better way. Especially if it's a fancy car, you don't want to drag that thing. And yet that's what we do in America. Check out this old Land Rover. It doesn't move. It hasn't moved in a year. Before that, it was in another spot for a year. And since I've been here, this light colored building here with the pink insulation stuff, they built that. They had a big crane here, and I watched them pour all that concrete. So they don't build like this in America. At least not on the West Coast, anyway. It's great as an apartment dweller. I just found a Diana. Yeah, it's great as an apartment dweller because it's so strong. You don't hear the neighbors. I live in a similar building. The building I live in was built in the 20s, I think, the 30s. But prior to World War II, and it was actually when Hitler's Wehrmacht rolled into town. The building I'm in was a Nazi stronghold, like a headquarters for them. Alright, you guys, that's the end of another one, I think. So, you know what? Ciao, ciao. Please hit like and subscribe. Please subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.